I don't hear the kids. And ow! What was that? Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to Minecraft from the fog. I don't remember being down there before. I don't hear the kids. I don't see anyone. Well, there's Justice. But where are Liberty and Percy? Normally they're sprinting around here, and this seems to have turned into something else altogether. Hang on, this is really, really weird. Okay, so introductions, because I'm really caught off guard here. Thank you so much to Nox and Brett over at Lunar Eclipse Studios for providing me with a beta version of From the Fog. But this is really, really weird. This is almost like a creepypasta version of this. C41811 smashed and won, called simply I'm Watching. And what was that? I just got, like, struck by, like, something. And it wasn't any kind of smooth criminal. Okay, let's play this. I don't hear anything. Nothing at all. You know what, actually? There was another resource pack. I haven't even... This is how caught off guard I am. I haven't even enabled the new resource pack yet. Alright, hang on. I've just restored from backup, this time with the resource pack enabled from the get-go. Hey there, Hamlet. I'm so concerned that I have not heard that giggle yet, so I'm gonna be going down to the library to investigate. But... that's new. It's like I had a bad dream, waking up on the beach, not being able to find the kids, and then I wake up from it, only to find I'm still in the exact same situation. I'm watching, it is here. This one I think was the Skulk one, so this is also something different. Now let's leave these here for now. There's no one there. That was an experience. I'm like actually recoiling into the corner now. Was there something there just now? Player you mean? Dizzle229? Yes, take care. It has reached a higher level now. It can read our thoughts. That doesn't matter. That's me reading the credits. We're part of the game. I like this player. It played well. It did not give up. It's reading our thoughts as though they were words on a screen. That is how it chooses to imagine many things when it is deep in the dream of a game. Words make a wonderful interface, very flexible, and less terrifying than staring at the reality behind the screen. Don't I know it? They used to hear voices before players could read, back in the days when those who did not play called the players witches and warlocks. And players dreamed they flew through the air on sticks powered by demons. What did this player dream? I had a home once, a manor overlooking the sea. Upon the world, this was a vestige, calling forward unto strangled ears. But when the skies turned dark, the house was taken by the sea. A pillar truncated, cast down to the sea floor with all the other forgotten things. But I remember fleeting shells sinking ever slowly, folding down into themselves, forever tearing along the seams of the sky until nothing remains except the eternal ghost. And you ask yourself, could there be anything ever greater than this? I have always been here. I want to run. I want to protect them. I can hear screaming. I can see them watching me. I want to wake up.
Okay, that wasn't me. I mean, it sort of sounded like me at first, but okay, this just got a lot deeper. Something... Waking up on the beach there, finding nothing, hearing that, this literally feels like a nightmare. Only, against the game's advice, I don't know how to wake up. That was... You know when they say the hairs on the back of your neck stand up when you're scared of something? Oh, Liberty, your frame has disappeared. That's what... I felt that. I experienced that. That's real. But where are they? Where are they? Justice is still here. Patience is still here. There they are. Okay, thank you. Oh my god. I have never been so worried. Wait. Where's your sister? Okay, there she is. I don't know if I've ever been that tense in a game before. That had, like, real personal stakes. What is it? You guys saw that, right? Brett, Knox, everybody, I don't know what you did to this, but you're really stepping up your game. I swear I saw that move, but I wasn't even looking at it, so it just registered like movement. Okay, that's gonna be fun to check tape later. Oh my god. Alright, well, I'm not gonna look at the config. I'm just gonna... I was warned to make sure that auto-config isn't on, so it shouldn't be. I'm not gonna peek at what's new. I'm just gonna play like normal, as I have been, and I'm just gonna see what else is in store, okay? I do have a couple of projects. I do have a couple of projects that I was planning, right? One of them was... We have all these new samples of, like, plants and such now from the distant worlds we discovered last time. So, yes, you guys come up here with me. I never want you out of my sight again. And we're gonna...
Downstairs.
Do you guys think this is funny? Do you think it's clever, okay? I won't say it's funny, I'll say it's clever. Jeez, this is freaking me out so much and it's unbelievable. And just the way this started, I don't know, you definitely primed me for stuff like this to land with maximum impact, I'll give you that. I'll really give you that. You guys wait in here. Oh no, I made it so you won't wait in here. Thought I was being such a good daddy because I got so complacent and I thought I had made the world safe and I thought I had defeated Herobrine and I thought I'd basically domesticated him and made me my mule. Well, this is what happens. This is what happens when you poke and you prod. We're also putting carpet down here. You suggested it forever. It's happening now. Because I just can't deal with this place anymore. I want to build, like, a winter garden or something for all the nice plants we got from overseas. So for that, I think we are going to need lots and lots of glass. And we're going to need lots and lots of coal, too, at this rate. I haven't done real mining in quite a while. Oh, I think that's... I think there's a... God, I'm jumping at everything now. I think there's a trader down there who's probably drinking his invisibility potion for the night. Oh, what is this game doing to me now? I mean, they may have upped the scares, but a lot of this is just me getting mead. I don't even know what else to say. course there are monsters nearby. Wait, what? What? What set that off? There shouldn't be any skull close enough to set that off without touching it. I don't like some of the stuff, like, a lot more things are going bump in the night now. And I do not appreciate it. Let's try and sleep. Yeah, I'm really hoping those slurping sounds are the traitor. So I invented this new game where you stand down here and you try to fire arrows up and hit the glass and see if the fire arrows will break it and cause water to pour down. So let's see what that's like. I am just joshing you. Yeah, some of you guys were like freaking out about the fact that I put what is essentially a nuke down here. Guys, I fought the Ender Dragon, I know, but I'm still really tempted to do it. It's such an intrusive thought from now on. Yeah, I hear you. You're not gonna leave me alone, are you? I just really hope... Oh, God. Oh, God. If they're doing things specifically to this world, as they've done even as early as, like, the beginning of the series, they could actually target this thing. I don't know if there's actually a safe way to disarm it, either. Well, I wasn't worried, but now I kinda am. That's gonna be quite a thing to deal with. Alright, come on, kids, we're going upstairs. You're not allowed down here for the foreseeable future. Come on up. Percy's like, okay, Daddy, whatever you think is best. And Liberty's like, that thing's a bomb? Cool. And I have to, like, drag her away from touching it. Oh my God! Oh, it's the cow mask one. You know, I had gotten so accustomed to nothing happening, very little happening, even with the autonomy disabled. So, all right, we've got to get ourselves back into this. It's a mindset I've not been in for a while. Justice, hi. Oh, it is so good to see you at times like this. Percy hiding in the doorway. Percy, that's earthquakes, not ghosts. But I appreciate the spirit. At least it proves that you've been down there reading. Educational materials, it looks like, and not whatever Liberty's been trying to feed you. But I've just got to go get materials. I just got to play the game, really. I'm cursed once more, and I've just got to ignore it. There's nothing proactive I can do, at least as far as I know. Oh, hey. Howdy. What's up? I didn't know you could be down here. Oh, well, I guess it sort of makes sense. It's only up here that's lit. No, you guys are spawning in here now. Hang on, that's a tad bizarro for you to do. This should be perfectly fine, unless you walked up here. I really hope weird things aren't happening with the light levels. Yeah, I'm gonna make myself some night vision potions, because I think the best place to look for raw materials, I haven't done mining in so long, is actually gonna be in the Dunwich Caves. Those are pretty rich, and in fact, I think there's like a huge bunch of iron there, like an iron vein. One thing we're also gonna do in this episode, besides building our garden, is you guys had told me that there is a way, if I can just remember how it works, to build a brush, and we can dig up what I had actually correctly guessed to be an archaeological site. Apparently, there's things you can get from the gravel that we were breaking, and by using a delicate brush, we can make it work. I just have to remember what the recipe was. Dark and stormy night, leaky roof. Kid's seemingly fine with all this, but I actually don't want to go outside at night anymore. I think I had gotten so complacent that you throw this huge wrench in the mix, and that huge unknown... Oh, it's like the beginning of the series again, where I just had no idea what to expect, and... I'd just gotten too comfortable. I'd gotten far too comfortable, and Herobrine seized on that opportunity. Alright, we gotta... I found out that we need copper for the brush, and those are only found over here, because I only mined it at the beginning of the series. Copper. Oh, here's some. Oh, never mind. Here's one already. And now it gives us the recipe, so we go copper, feather, stick, and we are prepared to dig up the past. While I dig my own grave in the present. Alright, let's see what's going on down in the dig site. So this gravel should all be like that sort of special brand gravel. Meaning that we can get looking at this, if, of course, we're very careful. So if we use this, we can... Oh, I see. We can slowly brush this stuff away, and we get stuff. Danger pottery sherd? Sherd. Alright. Oh, but this is actually a really, really cool feature. What are we getting from you? Ooh, wait. Ooh, we got a music disc! Okay, can't wait to get home and play with that. And once we get stuff out of it, the block isn't despawned, it's simply converted to regular gravel. But not everything has artifacts in it. It seems that we may actually have been very lucky in being able to excavate what we did, because now I'm not getting anything from anything. Unless maybe there's only a certain amount that can be scavenged from a given site. Well, anyway, we're gonna get all manner of juicy coal. We're looking for stuff like coal, iron, and probably deep slate. I think we'll probably do a lot of the stonework out of cobblestone and deep slate on our new garden. I don't have the slightest idea what we do with the shard. But Percy, it seems, is going to be joining me while we figure out what's on this music disc, although we haven't had much luck with them today. Hopefully this one will be a little different. And we get the achievement, Who Did That? Part of me wants to check the achievements and see if they reveal anything new. Well, it seems they certainly do, but I also kind of don't want to spoil it for myself. Wow, this is actually delightful. Definitely a good palate cleanser after before. Look at that, I love how the moon just like casts its beams of light through that opening. Oh, that's exactly what I was hoping for when I built this place. I love that little feature of them dancing to music. It's so cute. Yeah, this is more Percy's jam, not like the creepy stuff that Liberty listens to. If only they had been here for the other one. Percy, what are you doing down there? I guess she likes dancing to the image of her reflection. Closest thing we're gonna get to a mirror without ray tracing enabled. Oh, now Liberty's jealous. Now Liberty's jealous because she's like, I want to do it too. Seriously though, I hope you can get out of there because I think the only other way out is gonna be to swim through Justice's bed if you can't make it past that. I mean, I suppose you must be able to if you got down there in the first place. But, like, do you have any idea? This must be what it's like to be a parent, where you turn your back on your kid for 2 seconds, and when you turn around, they're in the fish tank. Actually, wait, I just had an idea. Might be kind of cool if we... I gotta work out the right distance, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's place it like right here. There, and now they can go in and out of their bed, even from this hallway. What was that? That was like a low, like, bassy mumble. Wait, was that just like was that just a sound, or is there actually something that I need to be worried about? Okay, well, in any case, we've finally cleared this thing and can get this out of the way. And we've got to go mining. This is freaking me out. If it was directional, it sounded directional. Well, at least it would be in the containment unit somewhere. This shouldn't even be possible. That wasn't like that before. I came in here at the beginning of... There's somebody on the throne. There's somebody on the bone throne. That ain't gonna stand. And now they're gone. Liberty, did you see anything? Oh my god, how is this doing this? I don't know what you guys did to this mod, but this is nuts. And look, I know some of this stuff is probably specifically done to torment me, like the stuff in the chests, unless it's just like a crazy coincidence. I gotta wonder what it's like to experience this as somebody who, like, isn't familiar with this series or this world. Alright, I gotta stop thinking and start doing. Progress needs to be made, we gotta go, and it's totally not just because I don't feel safe in my own house anymore. Goodbye. Later all. See you. Who'd have thought this place would be haunted? There's just something so strange about walking through the beautiful sunlight filtering through this unnatural forest. And yet it's like paradoxically defined instead of safety by a feeling of absolute dread. I maintain that mornings can be scarier than nights in the right context, and this is certainly helping with that perception. I'm going to visit Dunwich. Yeah, so we're just letting everybody in now, huh? How long does it take you to turn into a zombie pigman? Unless that's something that, like, doesn't exist anymore. And it is. Well, you guys have fun with that now. Now where's that mine? Haven't been this way in quite a while. Oh, I just realized we're gonna get to see that, like, spiral staircase thing. Oh, it's so weird how all the stuff that's, like, away from my usual haunts... not really a pun, but no... I don't know what I intended. Point is, I have forgotten about a lot of my distant projects. Yeah, look at this. Although the fog in the cave makes it much easier to see. Was that there before? I legitimately don't remember. I don't think it was. Look, that floating platform, it's actually got stalagmites and or stalactites growing on the bottom. Was there somebody on the stairs for just a second? Oh no, I think maybe that's just reflections being weird, but that's how jumpy I am. Well, we need some liquid courage to deal with this. By which I am, of course, referring to the night vision potion. There we go, that's much better. I actually have an idea for this here geode, and I don't worry too much about preservation simply because there are tons of these things on the map and we can find them everywhere. Howdy. I thought I was getting the drop on a scare by seeing just the name tag, but it turns out that was the scare. Oh my god, if I can only imagine what kind of thing I've missed, because when I know that something's there and I don't get to see it, even though I've played this mod many times before, my mind is racing with all kinds of horrifying images, whether they make sense in Minecraft or not. Now that our inventory's full, let's put these shulker boxes to work. And I believe I've actually read somewhere that we can change the style and color, so that'll have to be something we look into. I think that was just a regular cave noise. I hope that was just a regular cave noise. I don't know if there was something there or if that was terrain. Now even lava loading through the map looks like glowing eyes to me. Oh, hey, there's a mob spawner here. I don't think I've been here before. Oh, so much, even off to the sides of a place I've been extensively. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start utilizing this more. And maybe build another mob farm right here, because it's a lot closer than King's Peak. Oh, this is absolutely beautiful. I don't know if I've seen, like, the lower area of a biome like this before. Yeah, well, we can totally use these things for our garden. And what is this? That's, moss. Okay, totally want a bunch of this. Oh, there's even, like, moss carpet. That's awesome. Oh, we've totally got to get some of these lily pads. That'll be cool. Oh, there's so much cool plant life down here. I want all these berries we can get. Oh, we'll have to create, like, not just put them down, but, like, have recreations of these things when we get there. Wow, New Dunwich looks so weird from the outside, doesn't it? It's like some kind of otherworldly cube, just a hole in the image in front of you. Alright, well, we've got a ton of resources, still need a whole lot more coal. What happened to my thing? Could just be that I bumped it, but no, it kind of seems a whole lot like Herobrine jacked my ride, moved it halfway down the track. See, the thing about a mod like this is that you start to sound like a paranoid nutcase because you don't know what to attribute to ghosts and what to attribute to just the game mechanics. Howdy guys, please no bully right now. I really don't need it. See, here's the thing. I came up, and I'm not sure if I saw someone standing there, or if what I saw was the silhouette of the Soul Tower, simply with, like seeing the two gaps there as eyes. I've come to see, like, any spots of light amid a dark image as eyes. That's the impression that this has given me. Justice? Justice, what are you doing? Were you the one that set this off before? Oh, are you gonna survive like that? Hang on. No. I need you to get in. Or at least, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you can survive out of water, but that was a little scary, and I'm not sure how you managed that. Oh, you're breaching now. I haven't seen that behavior before. Your sisters are getting a kick out of this, just watching you leap up and down and me try to grab you while you're slipping out of my hands. Anyway, I was kind of thinking, and I'm not sure how much I like this idea, but since the kids do love music and dancing so much, I was kind of toying with the idea of replacing this floor with, what do you call it, amethyst. I mean, making those musical tones whenever you walk on them, that would be an entry worthy of royalty every time, right? I mean, we already have the Soul Tower announcing my arrival with a shriek every time I land up there. Why not sing a little song when I walk in the front door? Plus, the kids can dance with it as long as they keep to the ground and don't worry about the fact that they don't have legs. I can see you. Haunting me with myself is the most devious, evil, awful, brilliant idea ever. It is such a weird... Because the thing is, for everybody else, it's just a jump scare, and it works fine. But for me in particular, there's like a lot of conflicting emotions that rush by in the span of like a millisecond when that happens. Home renovation projects are always really weird and surreal, aren't they? Seeing these familiar spaces all torn up and gutted. And we're replacing it with something that I'm not even totally sure I'm gonna like. But we'll do it nevertheless, because we are about nothing if not gaudiness and opulence here. There we go. Even Justice can, like, pop up and give it a little slap to make a noise. And there we are. Yeah, I'm not crazy about the texture, but I love the idea of the musical floor. Now, let's find out. Does it still make its noises if it's on carpet? I think it does. I think it does. So if I don't like it, I can always just put down carpets. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Okay. No! Oh, it happened again. Wait. Does that mean... No. Did you, like, go to investigate? Like, you found the door open first? Or, oh god. What if a stranger beckoned you from outside, asking you to open the door? Now that's a scary thought. Yeah. I don't like how that just happens sometimes. Who's touching these things? It wasn't Justice. It's not just the appearances. It really feels like this house in particular is haunted now. Between Herobrine and all the other crazy things we brought back, I mean, it's certainly fitting. You'd just think it would have happened earlier, but then again, maybe Herobrine has the power to harness the total energy of everything I brought together. Oh, there's a thought. Maybe it's not just the shrines. Maybe by bringing this stuff all together in one place, this whole thing is effectively a lightning rod for that kind of activity. Look, ever since last night, Liberty's just been staring out the window waiting for when it's going to come back. This is nuts. I'm going to need a lot of wool because I'm going to be putting this stuff down here and upstairs. And I don't remember if I ever started a sheep farm, but I've got to. No, I've got cows and I've got chickens, but I do not have sheep. So that's going to be the next thing. This is going to be a really packed episode. This one might be longer, and I'm not sure yet if it's going to be the last episode of 2023 or the first of 2024, but either way, I am into this. This has reinvigorated my interest like nothing else before it.
We're always watching.
You're not always watching, I'm always watching. Which seems redundant given the context. How do I get you? Is it carrots, maybe? How do I attract a sheep? I don't even remember. What even just happened? That was like something like flew into my face. I didn't even register that until it was already like halfway over. It's actually getting to the point where, look, before, I had always considered this place like a refuge. That I would go out, weird stuff would happen, and then, you know, just whatever, but now it's like the activity is concentrated here, and I almost dread coming back. If it weren't for these kids, I'd just leave this place haunted and abandoned. All right, but what I've decided on is who needs learning what different animals like when you can just put a rope around them and lead them back into the paddock. They're gonna have it a lot better than the chickens, that's for sure. There we are.
We're always watching.
That was weird how even the sheep seems to be looking over its shoulder for something. You give me that. Where'd the lead go? Okay, there we go. We'll get you a partner momentarily. Oh, that got your attention. All right, it's wheat. And there we go. And we are, in the very near future, going to start making extensive use of wool, which we really should have been doing for a long time. One other issue that I'm going to be having is that I don't know where I'm actually going to build this winter garden. I mean, the logical choice would be to move down this way, but I think because of the terrain and because there's so much already here, it might be necessary to extend out past the Soul Tower. Oh, what are you two goobers waiting for? Oh, do you want to go outside? Alright, well, just for a little bit you can play. Come on. Percy's a little bit more hesitant, but she joins her sister in the end. Alright, stop playing with the bees. I know you probably feel some sort of weird kinship with them. And stop howling at the moon, Liberty. You're not a werewolf. Much as you keep demanding to be treated as one. Stop that. Great. Now on top of everything, Herobrine's added wedgies to his itinerary. Actually, if we close up this little canyon right here... Yeah, there is actually a decent amount of space, and this bottom corner of the containment unit can be how we get there. However, instead of compromising the containment unit, we could have a doorway in the back of the storage room here that comes down to this. Okay, I think we're starting to come up with a plan here. And we can even wrap around the coast like this. I don't remember if you were here before. Wait. Was this sign here before? I honestly, there's so many of them, I don't even remember. Listen closely. I honestly have no idea if that one was already there. I had almost made a joke of just kind of leaving them where they stand. But now it doesn't feel so funny. Ever since before, I just cannot stop thinking I saw that name tag. About that recording we received. Speaking to us directly for the first time, or maybe not even directly. It was left as a message to us clearly. And yet, it just seems like... It seemed almost reflective on Herobrine's part. How it transitioned from my perspective to one that's parallel and yet sort of part of the landscape. I don't know, I've just been listening back to it every which way and trying to understand what it could possibly mean. But it almost seems to make it something that's otherworldly and something beyond my comprehension, and at the same time, something so intrinsically linked with me. Not even hostile, just some force of nature that always must be there. Oh my god! Oh. Does that mean I'm right or wrong? Couldn't have had better timing if I had scripted it myself. Wow. Okay, we need coal, we need glass, the coal is for the glass, and we need wool. And all of that is going to take time. There's going to be a lot of construction in between. This is going to be a lot of record time per episode length, but I think it's worth it. And above all, what I think it's all going to come down to is just being willing to do all those things that I've been too lazy to do. Because look, things have changed a lot on this channel Since this series began, don't you run out there after the strange man. I keep telling you not to accept his candy, even if it is delicious. Let's be real. For all I know about these kids, they're probably in cahoots with him. They probably get a kick out of seeing my stress and panic. Hang on. I've just realized the lever back here is gone. You know, it's one thing to haunt me, but it's another thing entirely to take away my wall ornaments. I worked hard for that thing. Like, seriously, you have no idea. Hamlet, years off your sentence if you can give me any information that leads to the arrest or destruction of Herobrine. Again, I haven't told you that it's a life sentence. I think the best way to get coal is to do some close-by, near-surface mining. That's the one thing is, like, because of the narrative elements and all the building of this series, I haven't really spent much time actually collecting materials, which leaves me much shorter on them than I would normally be at this point in a run. I also think that it's high time we started making more use of this copper. I actually have a pretty cool idea for how we can use it, and I think it's actually going to be pretty instrumental in creating the Winter Garden. Wow, all this is, like, right outside my house? Oh, this has been here, like, the entire time, but I've just never really bothered to come down here. I never felt like I needed to because of the dunnage system. Oh, this is so weird. It's like those old, like, kids' cartoons where the kids discover, like, a room in their house or something that they somehow just never noticed. Maybe we could integrate this in some way. No. I need to learn not to overpromise myself on construction projects. I mean, you remember Aurelia? Oh god, I do still have to do something with that. Okay, me not knowing that all of this was down here is practically criminal negligence on my part at this point. Just add it to the list, am I right? Oh wait, some of you guys had told me that the bats actually have new models. Yeah, you guys are a little different looking. I wonder if there's any way to get like a bunch of these things and get them to like infest my house. I think that would actually be really, really cool. Well, you know, since rabies doesn't exist in this game, please do not get a swarm of bats to act as companions to your children. Whoa. That's deep and large. Unfortunately, it's not the deep stuff that I'm really looking for right now. It's all the stuff we find closer to the surface. It's coal is my main thing. Coal and copper. Alright, well, you know what this means. That we effectively have a deep slate quarry right beside our own house. So this makes things quite a bit easier for us. What's not easy is that I keep getting jump scared by my own reflection in the cave water. And that's not a condition that I think is going away anytime soon. Howdy. Just watching me work for now. But yeah, I'm finding lots and lots of useful materials. However, I'm not finding coal, which is making that the bottleneck. Why is it that I just can't seem to find, like, one of the most basic resources in the game in sufficient numbers? Percy, who let you out? Yeah, that's what I thought. Wow, for once it's actually Liberty who's not following in the troublemaking. Well, I'm surprised, but to be honest, it's just suspicious more than anything. Alright, well, let's get that closed again. That's gonna be a real issue. It just straight up says Herobrine. Confrontation! Ender Dragon, why didn't you get him? I mean, you could have just eaten him right there. None of you activated. None of you activated, meaning that might have actually been the soul tower going off. You're bouncing between my favorite places. Oh my... Oh, I didn't expect you to do that. You just got me with the 1-2 punch. Actually, that was like punch 3 or 4, maybe even 5 in a chain of punches. My point being, stop doing that. Okay, we've got to get our priorities in order. Right now, there's a whole bunch of smelting going on for all that copper. I think we can probably expand our capabilities with some more blast furnaces. God, that was fast. Okay, now I understand. You wanted me to close the door so that you could race me out the side. Alright, well, I guess there's no harm in you guys playing while I tend to the sheep. Oh man, even Percy wants to race. Oh, look at that, the way they zip through the pumpkin patch. Honestly, I think that's part of the reason why I want to keep expanding this place. Almost like the Winchester Mystery House. I do feel bad for them sometimes, being all cooped up in there, but, you know, it's just so dangerous outside that I don't want to risk anything happening to them. So, maybe we can just increase the size of their world indoors. But I don't mind them coming out to play every once in a while. I always think about the fact sometimes that even though we have so many associates in the outside world, all these villagers under our umbrella, none of them have actually been back here. The only one who's seen it and lived is Hamlet. And, well, he's not exactly going and telling anyone about it, is he? Some of you said that I could actually use the kids to help out with farm work. Like, I could do something like shear the sheeps from here, and then give them wool, and then they'd run around and collect it. The reason I don't do that is because I don't want to name tag them, because I don't like a ton of UI, and let's be real, imagine the chaos that would ensue if they knew I couldn't tell them apart. Oh god, the pranks would never end. You know how weird it is to hear those footsteps rushing up behind me, turn around, see the kids, and be momentarily relieved only to then remember that they don't have legs. Liberty doesn't seem to want to come back in. She's enjoying her time outside too much. This is getting real irritating. They're increasingly disobedient. And Liberty always was the rebellious one. Where did she get off to? There! Don't do that, I'm going through some stuff right now. Yeah, no. This has got to stop. This has got to stop. Your plan is literally just to let them out? Then again, this always... Every time that door opens, it usually means that he's in the house somewhere. Oh god, it usually means that he's in the house somewhere. Wait, maybe we can actually... Maybe we can observe him up on the roof? Oh, can't quite see the... Yeah, there we can see the Soul Tower. The observatorium... Yep, okay. It's almost like a residual haunting rather than an intelligent one. But then again, you're showing shades of both. Well, I mean, let's not give you too much credit. Oh. I almost didn't recognize the fact that you weren't ghosts at first. Alright, well, I think I've got a lot going on right now, but if we can get this done before 3, that should be fine. There we go now. Yep, just burn, just like I taught you. There we are, and really I can probably just leave. I mean, this thing does so much damage. Okay, you're gonna make this difficult. Alright, ring around the rosy. You guys wouldn't happen to know anything about the occult, would you? I'm asking everyone. Ow! Yeah, that's what you get. Oh, wait, there's more of you. Alright, well, I suppose I've got time in my schedule. There we are. One of my favorite things is how somehow this house has just ended up completely infested by chickens. Oh, no, you know what it was? I remember now. It was the portal we built in the chicken pen. We pushed them all through, and then when they ended up in the Nether, because I thought it would be funny to infest them there, they ended up coming back through this one, the Headless. What? I didn't even get a good look at you, but it sort of looked like you were maybe living up to your name. That was super creepy. That was almost like... That was almost like some Crimson Peak stuff.
I can see you.
That will never... The way that's mixed will never not catch me off guard. And you know, like, I can't tell if all of this is my voice or if there's another one that's, like, just similar enough to make me think that every time, but... Good lord. Good lord, they've stepped up their game with this version. Okay, I think we're gonna start construction now. We're waiting on a lot of things. Hello there to you too, sir. But we've just got to multitask. That's the most efficient way to make use of our time. I'm thinking we should also really level up a librarian somewhere, preferably the one in Dunwich, the owner of the cat Shmeepo, who we haven't seen in a while. And to do that, we're gonna have to get rid of this Illager curse. Oh well, there was coal in here, and we're certainly not using that, so that's helpful. But yeah, we really want to level up a librarian because we want a good source of things like skill books. I'm getting kind of sick of having to constantly hunt for the enchantments that I want, so maybe he can help us out with that. So, losers? You're just a journeyman, but I'm sure we can work something out. There we go, and whoops. There we go, and there we go. We're just a little bit shy. If we do buy your compass, will that be enough to level you up? It will. And where do you go from there? You are now a master. Nothing left to level, and we gain name tags. Well, we've got a master librarian now. Don't hog the title, I worked hard for it. I mean, I've never actually been a librarian, but you get the idea. Ah, now here's something interesting, though. I noticed when we picked up a bookshelf before that it said we'd unlocked new recipes. These chiseled bookshelves are probably that. And there's all manner that we can get, you know? You really need to stop picking on me whenever I stop moving for 2 seconds. It's starting to feel just more like bullying at this point. You don't get to pull the whole, like, depressed ghost angle if you're gonna do stuff like that. Yeah, no, it's every time now. Every time I come back here, this thing has moved down the track. Well, that didn't pan out the way I'd hoped. Percy's down there playing tag with Justice. Oop. Gonna have to be faster than that. Right, we're kind of on the verge of finishing this. I don't know why I waited so long to develop the sheep farm. Yeah, the reason I did all that is because I really want to be able to get Silk Touch on command. It's really inconvenient that we don't have a hoe that can do it, which means we can't collect any Skulk right now. Not that I'm planning on using it in the near future, but, you know, it's an ability that it would be nice to have. Hadn't even noticed, but you are starting to make your influence. And let's just be thankful that Herobrine isn't part of the Chicken's Liberation Front like the Creepers are. Alright, whole lot of... We need many new sheep to make this operation work. We gotta have the Factorio mindset when it comes to these living, breathing beings. And with that, our renovation is now complete. And I like that quite a bit. The colors are nice, they go with the room, contrasting with the blueness of the bed. And we can see sort of a hint at what the floors are made of through the glass. And we get just the lightest little jingle as we walk around in here. And this all lets you know that you've come to see the wizard. I think what that was a Herobrine jump scare that didn't work quite right. But what actually came across as is more of like a horrifying paralysis. So I'm thinking that the corner of this thing should encapsulate the entire base of the Soul Tower. However, maybe we won't actually, like, start and widen the whole thing until over here. In fact, maybe we could even have, like, a bridge or something that goes over a little stream. That might be kind of nice. Hey there. Well, at least with the name tags enabled, we finally have something to call you. And yeah, I really wanted this winter garden to sort of be divided into sections, be expandable in the future, because we're inevitably going to be lazier than I'd like to be here. And more importantly, I want it to be like, you know, sort of curvy, something less like angular than what we've been doing previously, which can be very hard to pull off given that it's Minecraft. But I'm feeling like trying it.
I can see you.
No, you can't. Literally, I'm behind a dirt wall. Oh, somebody could see me. Well, nothing we can't handle. Wow, that actually went really cool. A project up on the hills like this is definitely where the massive strategic landfill reserves will come in. We've been piling up lots and lots of dirt for the entire game, and it's going to be put to use right here. I'm scared by my own shadow, look at that. I don't even want to be out here at night. Actually, it's at points like this I have to wonder, in a Shaderpack, does Herobrine cast a shadow? Herobrine just pushed me into a ditch, are you kidding? Ah, this is getting deadly now. Alright, so what I'm realizing now is that my copper plan is likely not super viable. But, I mean, we can try, I guess? Or at least do something with it. See, I had wanted this to be sort of the metal truss that makes up the skeleton of this thing, and then fill out the space between with glass, but, man, for the amount of the stuff that we find and how much work it takes to produce, I just don't know if we're going to be able to scale that. Hey. You're looking a little pale there, huh? In the, biblical definition. Roofing ghosts have returned. We really are back. No. No. Those were not just there. I am quite certain these were not just here. I think you're actually placing these things now, in fact.
They're safe with me.
Huh. It almost seems like a trail you were trying to get me to follow. Perhaps trying to lead me into the cave. Alright, I can't tell if that was the cow or you. The thing about not knowing what the scope of this mod is some things just look like coincidences, but they almost seem like they can't be. I think that last one was just called Look. Patience. I can't believe you've been so stoic through all of this. It's honestly your most admirable trait. Well, that and your namesake. Really, the value in having a project with a mod like this active
There's no one there.
is that it enables you to take your mind off of these things, you know? But then again, you're fighting for every moment of my attention. What'll it be like to build, like, diagonal staircases? Probably not the easiest thing, I'd imagine. Oh, it's starting to rain. And with it comes the fog and the gloom. And all the creepy spookiness that goes along with it, am I right? Yeah, this... I gotta say, this is a real shift in not only the scope, but the tone of this mod. I mean, even from the get-go, it all seems so much more... I don't know, almost sad? Like it's trying to tell us something and it just doesn't know how to communicate that. At the same time, it seems so much more aggressive and angry. It's a really weird balance that it's struck. Okay, this is, like, the shape of this makes no sense. Don't ask me to construct proper, like, angled things in Minecraft. But you get the idea that I'm going for. This is inspired by the Winter Garden in the Haunted Mansion PS2 game, which I know you all watched. Alright, stay buried then, God. What even the frick were you? I don't think I've ever seen that one before, but this was not the time of day nor the weather to present me with that. Oh, wow, whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh my god, no! This cannot be! This cannot stand! Now I know why everything is so much more hostile! He's formed an alliance with the Bone Brigade! All of you just showing up all at once like a posse. No frickin' way. Also, why is this not igniting anymore? Why is that particular power no longer being a thing? Is it because it's raining? You guys are under here. That shouldn't matter. Unless it's actually being put out on the way to you. I don't know if that particular combination of events has ever come up before. We're not getting this done like this. Well, now the land is cleared and the general layout is established. All that's left is to close this thing in, and that is the part I am really not looking forward to. So I think instead of having like the complex truss structure on top like I wanted, I think we're gonna find that severely limited, and instead still sort of do that idea, but do it in a much reduced capacity. Instead only going for it like at the joints. Oh, no you don't. Oh, no you don't, sir. I saw your name tag from quite a distance. Okay, I'd been led to believe you were sitting down in the library. Of course, we haven't had anything happen there yet, and, well, given that you were modified with some relatively recent knowledge, I'm kind of hesitant to go down there when I'm basically hefting a WMD as a table ornament. This is actually coming out quite beautifully with this lighting. It's just going to be a matter. The bottleneck now is copper. Copper and glass, which I think should be quite a bit more achievable. Stop stalking me, you. See, the thing is, I never used to have name tags on because I didn't want to know when you were around. But nowadays, I almost prefer to have it this way because it's a scare all its own. Especially when I go to investigate and you're not even there. Well, Patience, you'll get to live up to your name yet again, because I actually have another job for you. It's been quite a while, hasn't it? But I am in need of more sand for glass for this place, so we are going for a ride. Let's just collect all this stuff. See, I don't want to dig up my own coast. I worked hard on my coast. I work hard on maintaining my land, so what I'm going to do is what I always do in times of need, and dig up somebody else's land. I'm thinking the Illager compound is due for another visit, since this whole video has been kind of a trip down memory lane. Alright, here looks like a good spot. Unfortunately, the Illager outpost doesn't actually have beaches. These guys are literally good for nothing, but... let's commence the terraforming. Look at how ungodly fast this resource harvesting is. Even my other one that doesn't have efficiency 4 just struggles to keep up. Yep, but of course we gotta be careful with this. We don't want too much flooding, but we don't want too much not having sand either. Well, now that we possess sand in absurd quantities and have devastated the natural habitat of an endangered species of turtle, I think we are just about ready to head home. You just keep leaving them in the same spot, and this wasn't your doing, was it? Oh, by the way, that Enderman from a while ago is back. And yeah, you kinda do. I said you do! Okay, roofing ghosts have really got to stop what they're doing now. I know I always made fun of that concept, but what I was asking for was not an escalation. Alright, let's start thinking about how a door here will actually look. Yep, Liberty's already ready to go frolic in the garden. Well, I'm afraid it's not ready just yet. So we'll probably have a little bit of wood jutting out here, and then you can come down this way. Well, I guess you can get a little sneak preview, not like I can stop you. You know what's weird is that all the stuff that's happened to us over the course of this series, and as I'm sitting here building this extension to our home for my children to frolic in, I've been hit with just like a weird, legitimate wave of dread that at some point these kids are gonna okay boomer me. Oh my god. Yep. Okay, visually confirmed. You are what you say you are. Now please never sneak up behind me while I'm standing precariously on a roof again. You're fine where you are. You were not always facing that way. You're turning to face me! Okay, well, since you're animated, how much can I pay you to babysit? Oh, you're... I guess I can't afford your rates, or maybe you were already babysitting and they gave you such a hard time you refused to ever do it again. To be honest, I get it. You are not allowed to sit there. Okay, this actually represents a major change in Herobrine's behavior, because before, well, it used to be just like the occasional appearance, but now, when it rains, it pours. It's like this whole house just goes crazy all at once. Oh my god, what was that face? It's those moments where it's a skin you don't recognize, and it's just so seemingly horrific looking, but you don't even have a chance to register. You play it back several times in your head trying to make sense of what you saw. Actually, that's my first time thinking about this as a concept in horror in general. That only a fleeting glimpse of crazy disfigurement can be an insane experience. Somebody's leaving doors open, and yep, your appearances on this throne have become all too predictable. It's a power move. You let yourself in, and you don't even bother to shut the door behind you. Ew, creepers in the pond. Yeah, every so often you have to swing by and do something about that. That actually counts as enough shade for you to survive in? Guys, it's gonna be a greenhouse, not a zoo. Even before construction is complete, this copper is starting to oxidize. Alright, well, never mind. I actually was counting on its oxidized color for this thing. Yeah, wow, the Bone Brigade are truly just swarming the landscape now. Oh, don't you look at them! Oh, they just love watching the skeleton show, don't they? Alright, well, even though I've technically made it in, I cannot allow you to live, I'm afraid. You just stay away from the kids, and I get to show them how awesome Daddy is. Why do I get the feeling that I just made Percy $5 and lost 5 for Liberty? You get away from there. You don't go wearing the Ender Dragon like a hat. That's my job. I just saw you moving. I heard a door open somewhere, and I saw you moving over there. You can be in 2 places at once now. I don't know if that was supposed to be revealed, but it was. Oh my god! Oh my god! What was that? That like, it was like a regular jump scare, but then it like dissolved the menu or something. Oh my god! And then I woke up in bed like it was all a dream, but I think everything is still the way it was. The knowledge that all of this is meant to, like, personally target me makes this so much worse. You have no idea. See, when you confront me with a visual that I didn't even know was possible in Minecraft, it throws me for a little bit of a loop-de-doop. That is what we call a Spookadoozical the Musical, and I swear this Sign Forest is a lot more populated than it was beforehand. But that's the least of my problems. I think we're finally getting close to completing the structure. I found a huge bunch of coal in my last outing. And now, I think it's just a matter of waiting for the last bits of resources to come in, and we can finally open this thing up to the kids.
I can see you.
I don't like it when you don't sound distant at all. The directionality of those voice lines is the worst. Oh, when we place bone meal on here, then you develop glowberries. Oh, that is so awesome. Oh, yeah, this is starting to come together. Unfortunately, it's starting to look like maybe the ceiling isn't tall enough. Okay, you're not Herobrine. Although, with the Bone Brigade affiliation, that I guess is a possibility now. You know, trademarks and all that. But yeah, I think maybe the ceilings aren't tall enough for the cherry blossoms. We'll have to see how that goes. Of course, there is absolutely nothing stopping us from simply building our own. What we can do following this is grow them outside and then just move the trunks in here. Nothing wrong with a transplant job, right? Yep, I can tell the kids see potential in this place. And to be honest, I quite like it myself. Place these things down. Look, Liberty's down there taking a look at an exhibit that doesn't yet exist. There's a lot of potential for different things we can put in here, but right now, as it stands, I think I'm about ready to end this. Yeah, I didn't get this thing exactly how I wanted due to resource scarcity, but you know what? I think that sometimes limitations result in some good creativity, and it's a little bit more interesting now than just a generic dome of glass. My voice is raspy, not just from all the hours that I put into recording this. Now, I believe it'll be close to 6 hours total? But also from all the screaming I've done. Screaming I haven't done since the beginning of the series, and honestly, maybe not even then. This mod has gotten not only a lot heavier in content, and a lot more varied, but also a lot scarier. Even on the personal level for me, for sure, but I honestly think anyone who gives this a try, which I highly recommend you do, is definitely going to be in for a scare, because, honestly, it's only now that I remember that the way I've done things and the way this world has developed has been entirely because of this mod. And all the things that it forces me to do in order to adapt, so I really gotta wonder what other people's experience has been like with this thing. And you should totally check out their site, because they're not just the creators from The Fog. They're the creators of several awesome mods, and even a skin creator that makes the whole process just so easy. So that link is in the description, and they're about to talk themselves out of me recommending it. Oh my god. Don't freaking do that. You're not even gonna bother to run. You're just happy the project is done. More distance to watch me from. I'm gonna stop talking before I start rhyming forever. Yeah, I gathered. Seems like Justice likes it in here as well. I have some really cool ideas, because now I'm thinking... Liberty doesn't seem to be interested in this, but now I'm thinking... We could even use the buttresses along the side of the place to have a place for patients to walk into here. I am loving this expansion so much. But you know what? I've spent about 6 hours on this update so far, and I think it's just about time to see what we can unleash. Or rather, see what's been unleashed on us. Let's have a look at yield config, shall we? There's nothing... Oh, there we go. Oh, auto-config's been on this entire time! Meaning that they've really stepped up the default game. Well, let's take back control. Okay, I didn't mean to offend anyone! You gave me control, remember? I did. I did, and then I thought I had taken it back. That's why I didn't check. Why do I feel like it's going to remember that I tried to do that? Let's try it again. Now it just does nothing. I can't even try it anymore. Okay, Justice, we are going to... No. We are going to retreat to the inner sanctum. Come on. Oh, I know you like it here, but we've got to go. Come on, Percy, you too. I almost feel like I should construct a panic room or something for them to hide in. Somehow even the skulk sensors seem a little bit hushed now. Like, quieter than before. I remember them being so grating, but maybe that's because I'm just listening out for anything else. I don't remember if I left the throne door open. Percy, no. Liberty? Liberty, why are you staring at the wall like it's the Blair Witch Project or something? Alright, Justice, I'm not worried about you. You can always just, like, go wherever you want. You're the one who has, like, the most safety down there, probably. We are back to spending the night looking out these windows and doors, feeling just like a cozier version of Darkwood. And now I've created even more obscured sightlines surrounding myself, but I can always see the signs, the arrows on the doorpost warning me that he's near. Oh my... What were you? Something I didn't even get a chance to see that. Something pumpkin, but like you were very new. Maybe I should look at the achievements. I know that there are new ones. Maybe I should look at them and just use everything at my disposal to figure out what I should be doing. Next! You're trying to screw with me now. If I don't know how this works. If I remove this and put it back, will it do the same thing? Oh my god, I didn't even see you there. Okay, well, I guess that had a silver lining at least. Now I see all of this was actually out of my control. Oh my god, that is so cool. Because, like, the one thing that was always sort of the limiting factor in this was the fact that ultimately I could control whether it was on or what it could and couldn't do. But now, even though I invited it into my world, once it's here, it's almost like it behaves like it's not just a mod anymore. He's always just been this sort of specter that, even if you don't know what he is, you always feel his presence. In essence, Herobrine is that creeped out feeling you get when you're in single player or on an empty server. It's the uncanny valley that this game has just always plunged players into. I'm so happy to see such a thing finally represented in such a cool and faithful way. I'm just gonna go and double check the city of Rolia to see if maybe I didn't leave an enchanted hoe there. Oh, I haven't been back here in quite a long time. This is gonna end up being like the From the Fog movie at this rate. I mean, if I really am just only beginning to scratch the surface. Oh. I didn't realize you guys were here. Why are you... Oh, you're looking weird. Why are you acting like this? Why are you so... wibbly? Oh, you had some kind of effects around you for a while. Huh, I had forgotten that I'd built all this. And just think, this is the place where we first fell into this realm all that time ago. Oh, there's a swift sneak. Oh, actually a lot of good materials back here. Don't sneak up on me down here. Look. It's like you're giving me visions of the sunlight that once poured down through this place. I mean, that's the thing. Do we actually know for sure if these ancient cities were always down here, or if they've just been buried by eons of, like, erosion and natural processes? We've got more of these things. Oh, I must be in an area that I haven't been in before. I mean, if I haven't removed these things... it's been quite a while since we've dealt with this type of danger. But of course we know that if anything goes wrong, all we can do is just to run. I see you over there. Oh, and we learned this a while back. You actually do have an effect on the skulk sensors. I see you there. I see you, but I don't know if firing an arrow will do anything. Huh, so you... Wait, that's actually real good science right there, I think. Okay, what we just learned is that while they do respond to your presence, it's almost like the world refuses to engage with you. Does that mean that your influence is not quite as strong as we think, or does it mean that even the deep dark fears you? Oh, you do that, okay. And it wasn't even for anything good. Well, we've got to leave. We have passed the point of playing around, and that's no longer going to be an option for us. Okay, well, goodbye. Goodbye later. Oh, Silk Touch doesn't have to be on a hoe. I guess I just started to think that because... Oh, Okay, well, let's get ourselves some Skulk then. Look at that. See, look how neighborly we are. This whole dark place, and we're the only ones with the lights on the front porch. Honestly, I increase property value wherever I go. Okay, you left it in one place this time. Thank you very much. You are specifically barred from here with these torches. What are you doing? What are you all doing? Guys... Oh, great. All I've done is create a tunnel where they come as a rite of passage to face their fears. Guys, is there any more room in that tunnel for one more? Anyways, my room is one of the only places in the house the kids can't access, so I do believe it's high time we restored this iconic piece of the homestead. There we are. We can once more rest in flames. Which is good, because I'm gonna need that reinvigorated confidence to take on the shadow that now stalks me. We need to start looking up any resource we can, really, and let's try with the achievements. Installed data packs. Boomber? I don't even know what that's for, but here. Okay, so we've already unlocked a bunch of these. I think we need to get a dog. Discover a leafless grove. We haven't done that. We may have to go searching. Discover a tunnel dug by Herobrine. Find a named dreadful donation. Okay, that's something that's like been in the game for a while, but I've never received one as far as I know. Well, unless you count the messages we received in our CD chest. What else? Encounter Herobrine digging around you while you're mining. Have a nightmare for the first time. And take the torch from the ghost miner. There's a lot I don't know. I mean, we have actually discovered Herobrine tunnels before, but I always think the edge of their bed is him. I always think everything is him, but look, some of that stuff we have, in fact, encountered before, but it may have been before achievements. I know that we've only had, in this entire series, one nightmare. But maybe it's just because we don't get enough sleep. And see, here's the thing. I'm not sure if all of these are different entities, the representations of, like, the worst parts of the souls of those who are lost in that wreck that stranded me here. Or if Herobrine is the one entity and he's just using all of these things, all of my fears against me. The point is, I don't take kindly to speculation, I take kindly to immolation. I think we should go on a journey that way. We haven't really gone too far in that direction in a very long time, so I think that's going to be our best bet. Just go as far as we can, find a mine, and hope we get visited. You hold down the fort while I'm gone. Just kidding, you're in jail. Yep. Setting sail in a storm. These things always know just when to arrive. One mistake that people often make is referring to this mod as Into the Fog. And at times like this, it feels really quite appropriate, doesn't it? I mean, journeying forth into the fog, not knowing what we'll find, not knowing what's waiting for me there, and it is waiting for me. It's just a matter of seeing where this all leads. I think we have maybe been out this way before. This might be in the direction of the West Cabin. Oh god, I haven't been back here to feed them in months. Well, I hope they're okay. Ha. You think your ice can stop me? Ice only makes me stronger, which is a feature that doesn't make a ton of sense, but that I absolutely love about this game. Yep. But yeah, I don't believe we've been this far in this direction before. Or perhaps we totally have. Is this Arkham? Hang on. Unless it's... Wait, is this an entirely different village? If it is, it's... Yeah, I think this is an entirely different village, one we haven't seen before. Look at you guys just nestled in your little valley. You're actually built across the river. Oh, that is so pretty neat, actually. Oh my... You know, rising up out of the ice used to be my thing. Guys, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I totally forgot you existed. Here, I brought you some Burger King. Oh, thank God you haven't starved to death. Here, take these. You guys heard that too, right? Oh, please tell me you heard that too. Don't look at me like that. Look, I really need you guys to continue your research into all things supernatural. I need every little bit of information I can get, so I'm setting you free in spite of my initial distrust of you. There you are, and there you are. Oh, excellent. You guys have both gotten to work. Alright, we're a team now, and you know how teams work. I go somewhere distant and enjoy all the wealth and spoils, and you guys stay here, toiling away. And, you know, just let me know when you have something. I'll stop by in a few more months with Burger King. I also want to make sure that you don't leave. In the event of a fire, just yell real loud. I might hear it. Feels good to be back, although I'm a little annoyed that I got as far as discovering a pretty cool new village and biome. So, if nothing else, we learned something, but all of that before remembering... I'd probably be better served doing this stuff right here. I mean, if the goal is to bait him into a mine, well, I suppose what we should really be doing is making it so that we start a strip mine. Ooh. Somebody's home. Somebody's home. Oh, right, we can't get up this way. Hang on. Yep. Come on. And you're gone. It's weird. I take that name tag as being like a sixth sense. Like, I arrive here and I just know that someone's close. There you are again. Does that count as a nightmare? Wait, if we sleep right after, do we trigger a nightmare? No such luck! Oh, that used to deposit me in front. That used to deposit me in front, and now it spawns me off to the side. Why? I should probably, like, put myself out or something, right? Never mind. It's not that big a deal. I played without those name tags for so long because I thought it would, like, give away too much and make it too obvious. But they're making me paranoid like nothing else, mainly because they're starting to make me see that there were probably a lot of times where he was around, and I just didn't know it. There we go. Oh, we've got all manner of species here. Now, they can only grow so tall, but, you know, resources are only so plentiful. But we can start using these. Oh, these things are beautiful. We can start using these things as our primary source of light in here. Yes, these things, I've finally found a use for them. So I've gone and given myself like a red carpet through here, and it works. But what I'm realizing is that these skulk sensors are basically just going off constantly because they're affected by the kids. And so I think I'm just going to remove them for now. They served more of a purpose back when we didn't have to worry about them coming over here. And you know, also when we could trust that the containment unit was gonna do its thing. So much time spent on this. We caught you like once. Now you're just showing off. Oh my god. Stop it. Oh my... I just realized the kids can't even get in here. I'm alone with this thing! Okay, this is the exact... Didn't I actually, like, possibly predict this exact scenario? That I would end up trapped in a maze? A heck of my own making? Yeah, no, you love the containment unit. You love the containment unit, and now there's nothing to let us... I had gotten so used to hearing that thing go off all the time that for all I know, you've been dancing about in here for months. What about down here? Can I drag you down into the light? Can I interest you in a place where you'll be exposed? No, that's what I thought. Well, it only took an entire year, but this thing finally paid off. Okay, so we can actually get you to reliably appear up here now. The blind corner chamber actually works. Although perhaps not when I'm actively anticipating you. You just seem to know when to avoid me, and that makes you so much weirder. Also, we should probably, you know, finally see about patching this hole in the floor. That'd probably be a good idea. No reason for this to be a dip anymore. You know, constantly reawakening in my bed makes me question what is and isn't real. It really does. Oh yeah, no, now you're fine not having me roll out of bed and into the fire. Well, the morning light returns. I will say, this observatorium is a bit more useful now that we get images like this. You know, you're a much kinder sight than the one I was expecting to see, Percy. Don't you... Who do you think you are? Patience, are you alright? Okay, hang out with the hay bales for a little bit, and then we're gonna head out. I want to go find that first cave where we discovered the deep dark, and see if we can still get that achievement from the tunnel. The only problem is I don't remember exactly where it is. We've ridden all the way back to Arkham now. I may even have to check the earlier episodes to get an idea. I think we might have found it, yeah. I had to go all the way back and look at the file for episode 5, but... yes, that does look right. Alright, you, instead of trying to bring you across the water, you can just kind of wait here. Graze on all the grass you want, I'll leave you with some light.
We're always watching.
Yeah, that's the hope. Right over there. Just sneak on by the skellies, and no such luck. Because it was generated before, I guess it doesn't actually see it as one of his. I was also reminded not to stare at the moon. Ow! Okay, well, you know, like, for other reasons, though. It's probably not this. Then again... maybe that is what makes you take notice.
There's no one there.
And it's gonna stay that way. Oh, you just took out the corner of my fence. Okay, you in here. And you need to die. Oh, it feels like the whole landscape is just infested. Like, it's sent everything after me since this got done. Alright, yeah, we will be acquiring a dog in the near future just to see what we can get. Not sure if I just saw something there or not. Now, I've never been much of a dog person, but achievement has it that dogs can actually alert you to the presence of Herobrine. And as I was racing back here with Patience last night, I believe I heard one barking in the forests here. Yeah, this is not a fight you're gonna win, bud. Never even got the chance. Wow, you guys are absolutely swarming this place. But I have not heard that dog. You're carrying a banner. Oh, there's got to be one around here somewhere. There you are. All right, here, boy. Come on. There you are. Okay, it could be either one of you. Come on, you're interested in this, right? Yeah, there we are. Come on. Oh, do I have to keep chasing you down? There we are, and we have ourselves a little doggy. All right, and I think we'll call you Bandit. Oh, you like pork chops too, eh, Bandit? Okay, come with me now. Yeah, so a little bit of a librarian lore drop. I really don't like being around dogs. Like, I can tolerate it. I'm not gonna, like, freak out at the sight of one. But I usually don't like it because, you know, I think it's because when I was, like, 3, I was in the front yard with my grandma, and some random dog came running up, and we proceeded to get absolutely eated. And so these days, like, I don't care to be around them. I'm okay with small dogs and even big ones. Like, you know, if they come over, I'll give them a little pat on the head. But no, Bandit, I'm sorry. Put you out. Come over here. Yeah. I feel like we're getting off on the wrong foot here. Can you eat that to heal? There we go. Okay, we're friends again. Okay, well, now we're even, right? Bandit, is it more than just your canine instincts that gives you a connection to the spiritual world? Because that was a crazy maneuver I just witnessed, and I feel like you didn't want me to witness it. Part of the reason I haven't gotten a dog for all this time is because I don't like just going out with the intention of adding a character. I like for them to, you know, have some kind of story and appear dynamically. Why didn't you react to that? But, you know, you seem determined to show us all your little quirks, and a whole cascading cavalcade of events is happening so that whether I like it or not, the story is forming on its own. You literally teleport off screen. Sorry, that's the quarry that I dug. Don't tell the turtles that I'm here. Alright, so welcome to your new home, Miskatonic. These are the sheep. Please don't eat any of them. Yeah, I know your instincts drive you to do such things, but they really are here for a reason, and believe me, you're gonna have more than enough food to eat. You're gonna live like a king. But all I want you to do is function as an alarm system. I'm not gonna be here most of the time, but don't worry, you will have plenty of company. I wanted it to be a surprise, but they're watching from the window as always. Oh, look! He's going to the window on his own. Oh, he is so excited to meet them. I'm gonna get him one of these days. Like, one of these days, we're gonna find out if steel connects with flesh on you. But kids, come on. Don't be shy. Meet your new pet. Where'd they go? Oh, they're coming out of their bed. Wait, where... Oh my god! Oh, but look, you are actually running over to look. You're running over and not really barking. But you are showing him to me. I am so disconcerted by how long you're hanging around out there for. I knew you were going to do that. Oh, I see. Watching over our prisoner, are you? Oh, you're a good guard dog. But for now, I think we can just park you right where you are. Oh, look. He and Liberty are already making friends. He's a little shy, actually. When we brought him in, he just kind of ran and scurried right into the corner, but it seems like they're warming up to each other. Wasn't the series about ghosts or something, and, like, being some kind of evil remnant of a wrecked ship? This is... Oh, you're still moving around in there! That was so weird, your name tag was, like, zipping all over! Okay, no. I no longer feel safe having you guys down here. that thing being there and Herobrine being so unpredictable... I didn't close that. Wait. I can't open. I can't even step forward. What's... That was so... There's no way. Brett, Knox, all of you, there's no way. There's no way you were able to make that happen. What? Oh my god, kids, we're leaving. We're leaving. We're leaving. This whole place is cursed. I almost feel like packing them all up into a car and just heading for the hills at this point. It's daylight now. I just... I was gonna say that encountering the Grim Reaper sliding backwards into that tunnel... It reminded me of the closet from the Haunted Mansion game, but little did I know it actually went far deeper than that. You whimpering, that's the sound. Yeah, you're snarling, he's near. And I think I just heard something over in this direction, but I don't know what. Okay, you're staying around. You're doing your job. But all right, we're gonna start building Patience's entrance into the Winter Garden. All right, that is now closed off, which means that this can be opened up. You've got quite a bit more space to frolic in now, and you're about to have a lot more. If we cut through here, where will that come out? Perfect. I didn't really think this through. There you go. I've always felt really bad that, like, so many folks had so much room to roam, and Patience just didn't, was always confined to that one area. So this should be a much nicer thing. I'm actually liking this a whole lot. I always love when ideas are able to kind of compound each other, you know? Everything just sort of fits. Yeah, I know. He's always near. Maybe more often than I think. You can't escape this nightmare. These things are just piling up all around us. It's always looking at us through this window as we sit on our throne. I'll tell you what, though. If anything, the narration we received on the record implies in your unself-aware fashion that I'm not trapped in here with you, you're trapped in here with me. Are you guys really spawning in here? Hang on. Why is this taking... Oh no. Are they actually doing it again? I think they are! Okay, well, that one was me, but... Oh! No! Oh my god, I'm on fire, I'm on fire, I'm on fire! I did manage to get a hit on him, and as the achievement said, he didn't even flinch. He was... Okay, I wasn't sure if it was doing the thing. I wasn't sure if it was looping more than it should have been, because it is tall, but... He was waiting for me right there at the top. That's all... What I'm loving about this playthrough now is that all this is just a never-ending escalation, an arms race of power moves. I have never felt so much like a game was haunting me in particular. Will I actually be able to get up here ever again? I mean, I'm already basically considering the library quarantined at this point because of the potential for a huge loss, but... Yeah, that took, like, not even half the time. It was screwing with me. Can I even call myself the king of the castle anymore? It honestly, it just feels like a haunted house at this point. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, your uncle died and left you this place, and you can keep it if you can spend the night, but there's no way you're going to spend the night. It feels exactly like that. It's constant now. It's constant. This is the kind of thing that would have made me, like, turn down the settings thinking they're too aggressive back when I had the luxury of control. But now, it's just, like... And it's hitting me with new things, too. It's always... Every time I think I've gotten used to it... And what I'm realizing is that, like, you know, I've spent this entire time trying to be proactive, and... Well, it said it right then and there. I don't have control. I'm at its mercy, and I just have to wait and see what it'll do next. God. Let's start fleshing out this area of the place more. So we'll put water in some of the corners. There we go. And you over here can flesh that out a bit. And maybe we'll fill in some, like, mossy areas. That could be nice. Not sure exactly what I'm doing yet, but I'll figure it out. I'm kind of afraid right now to observe the library by directly going down there, since apparently even the path leading to it is haunted. However, maybe if we look at it this way, we can gain a different perspective. It hasn't happened to me yet, but the signs in the windows of the storage room sort of make me realize that there's probably been times when there's somebody been staring at me from inside my own home as I approach. Bandit is not happy. Wait! Where's Hamlet? Where did Hamlet go? That's not allowed. What? I couldn't tell if I was just seeing a name tag through the environment right there. How is that possible? You're responsible for this. Well, let's be real. All I can hope for is that what he got was a fate worse than death. When did this happen? He was down there just before. Whoa! What? No. That door's supposed to be closed. I don't have water to put you out with. I know you mathematically can't die, but... You're okay now, right? What was... This was always my shortcut to get down there. Oh my god. This can't be. There's no way you can do this! There's no way! There's no way any of this is possible! How are you- This is my world! How are you doing this? That's bedrock. I can barely swing. I can't damage anything. That's a soul torch. That's redstone. That's... Are we back? Are we back? Please. Okay, you both better be okay. Liberty? Where's your sister? Okay, I hear 2 giggles. And I see that through the map. This is gonna have to become... The child safety proofing is never enough. This is gonna have to become a button door. Hamlet, you're back. Wait, so... Okay, hang on. No. Because I said before, when I wake up in my bed, I don't know if, like, any of what just occurred actually happened. But that whole sequence from me seeing you not in your cell, was that all one thing? This mod is making it so where I have no idea where one thing starts and another ends. It is actually making me, like, lose my sanity because I'm actually, like, making decisions in how I traverse my own house so as to avoid, like, potential hauntings, both with things we've seen and things we haven't yet. I'm just trying to pour more water in here for the fish, but let's be real. This place is not suitable for life. Alright, for now I'm going to remove these stairs to prevent Patience from getting in again. Who am I kidding? Patience is just chilling over there. He's just happy for all the grass to graze on. I'll keep looking at the moon. The defiance has to remain strong. It's all I've got. All I can do is defy. Okay, I was thinking one way we might be able to bait it to come out and see that ghost miner it was talking about was this little area here before. Was actually to go down to the very first mine we ever created and just start strip mining. I mean, throughout this entire playthrough, I've been taking advantage of the many cave systems throughout this game. But really, doing it ourselves the old-fashioned way is probably the best way to elicit a response, right? You remember this stairwell all the way back from, like, episode 1 or 2? I always said that I was going to come back and fix it up some, but it just never really proved necessary. Can't believe all of this. Like, this whole long mega video is honestly just the perfect way to cap off the year, isn't it? Whether we end up doing it at the end of 2023 or the start of 2024, well, it really is just the perfect summary, isn't it? Well, now that we're down here, let's just... Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot. We got even deeper. Okay, that's a nice, long, dark expanse behind us.
Come home.
I will not. Or, I mean, I will. I mean, shut up.
Come home.
There you were. I can hear you on the other side of the walls. Okay. I heard you tunneling. I heard you tunneling, like, just parallel to me. But I didn't get an achievement. I don't know if I was supposed to, or if this is something different. These voice lines sound like they're actually mixed, like, differently depending on where I am. Like, it echoes more and sort of reverberates more down in these cramped tunnels. I can't quite tell if that's actually the case or not, but it certainly feels that way. This honestly feels like some kind of, like, divine punishment, doesn't it? Just forced to tunnel my way forward for eternity, constantly hearing voices behind me, but seeing nothing when I turn around, or if I do, it's just distant eyes seething with malice. And of course, never anything there when I approach. The way ahead of me, infinite but obscured. The way behind me, open but impossible. What was that noise? That almost sounded like a minecart moving. Here we are. Here we are. Die, die, die. Hopefully we can make something happen here. Nope. Die. I actually want to kill things with this pick. Because we have mending. Did you not give me XP?
Come home.
That was literally just a pair of eyes just floating there. Okay, points for creativity. Oh, this is absolutely nuts. Actually, it kinda calls into question before when I thought I heard the sound of a rail car moving. Your friendly reminder that we are down near bedrock. That's how low we are. Yeah, that definitely sounds like a lot. Definitely sounds like a lot. Question is, why am I hearing it down here? Here's our tunnel.
Come home.
And we are running. I'm trying to come home. We are running all the way back now. What does one do to end up like this? What does one do to deserve this? I'm hearing other things too, not just the storm. I'm trying to get up as fast as I can. Well, it does seem to be overcast, but not raining. Oh, perhaps it is. Why was I hearing that so deep? I honestly don't know if that's like normal game mechanics or not. I've never experienced that before. Almost feels like the world I re-enter isn't going to be the same one that I left. And of course, somebody has been sleeping in my bed, said Papa Bear. He's gonna do the thing again. No, see, the thing is, like, it was, there may have been, like, some slight hitches that I thought were weird before, but for the most part, like, it didn't look too different from the regular, like, Minecraft jank, the little hitches that happen all the time, so I didn't think anything of it. The only reason I was more on guard when I came up here was because it had already happened. What is that? What is that? Oh, it's trees poking up over the garbage disposal. I thought there was like some kind of like grave back there. Like some kind of shrine or monument up on the hill. So if I do a whole bunches of these, that should repair the pick, if I'm understanding this correctly. And again, I don't know if I'm understanding this correctly. Haha, you sipping chicken poop. Who's winning now? Wow, those are coming down right on my base. It's a good thing I built this thing literally to be fireproof, because, you know, you wouldn't stop burning down my other one. We haven't seen it happen in so long just because we prepared for stuff like that, but I'd honestly forgotten all this time how much of a threat Herobrine could be.
Come outside.
We don't want any. No solicitors. Well, you gonna get that? I didn't hear if you said I'm outside or come outside, but either way, I guess it's the same deal. I can hear Bandit whimpering over there. He is absolutely near. I've created a whole prison for myself. That's what I've done. And you've been learning this entire time. Learning exactly how to get under my skin. And as the storm continues to rage on, night is falling. You two wanted to eavesdrop, huh? Look, I keep telling you. This just ain't the way. Where is he? The storm seems to have stopped at least. Yeah, okay, you're really not liking this. This is like a sleepover, huh? Everybody just huddled together trying to comfort each other from the danger, but this is a little bit more real than the spooks you read about in creepypastas. Oh, really not happy. You won't even accept more pork chops as payment. Where'd Percy go? Right here. This whole thing has just been me slowly growing more and more defensive. Howdy. Wait, what does that say? Help. What do you mean, help? I mean, that's sort of lore accurate to what we established at the beginning, but... Okay, well, that's a pretty major shift in the messaging. We've got to figure out something to do about that. I'm having a hard time figuring out a way to allay proof and yet horse help this, make it horse accessible. No, 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 no. This is your beef is with me, not with them. God, everything that's happened, and somehow that's the thing that feels the most ominous. No, you don't. Never forget that for all of this, I will absolutely just shred him if I get the chance. Will this stop you? Okay, it seems like it. Now, let's put on this. And see what we can do here. Yep. Yeah, let's kill off some of that speed. Wow, that's got kick to it. Now, if you want to come to the negotiating table, I'm more than happy to open a dialogue. But we're going to need to use something other than these signs, because that's going to get real tedious real fast. Unless you only want to print one more word, surrender. Well, you know, air patrol of this area kind of makes you appreciate how much we've grown, doesn't it? I mean, look at all this. I have to say, this is probably the save that I'm most proud of in the entire time I've been playing this game, like, by far. Not just for the stories and for how into it everyone's gotten, but because, you know, it's all just so emergent. It's not all because I wanted projects. Everything we see here, well, it's kind of born out of necessity. You don't care nothing for this, do you? There's certain things I can do, certain places I can go to make your arrival somewhat predictable. Get out of the way! You knew exactly what this was about. Joke's on you, I can't burn if I'm sleeping. Howdy, Shmeepo. Hi. Hi, baby. Yeah, I was just here on a diplomatic mission to sell some netherwort to the people of New Dunwich. Look at you just standing over there in the shade, taunting me with the fact that nobody else pays you any mind. I just wanted to see Shmeepo again in this episode because to me that's like one of the craziest emergent stories that's happened in this playthrough. I mean, there's that huge attack that wipes out most of the village. I assumed that this guy was gone. And then this village cat just leads me off into the middle of nowhere where we actually find him just hanging around. So we bring him back, but in the process we lose the cat. But eventually find them turning up in the cave beneath this place. I feel like this whole playthrough is just full of stuff like that, you know? And it really is incredible how things have turned out this way, and I never would have expected all of this to come from what was supposed to be a one-off mod showcase. You just placed a sign down where I encountered you. Is that part of how this works? You're pulling your disappearing act again. Now I'm starting to wonder if you're not in cahoots or if you're being sent to a much worse place when this happens. You being missing means that something else is probably happening right now, right? I see you up there. And to make matters worse, Percy dropped down here with me, ran right in the door as I came in. Alright, you ready for this? Because I think we're gonna see some nonsense. Yep. Stay behind me, Percy! Percy! This way, this way, this way, this way. Don't peek in every room! Oh, you are having way too much fun with this. How did you get behind me? Never mind, just come on, this way. I was gonna try doing a little bit more mining just to see... Get out of here, you. Just to see if I can make something happen. Look at that, when we look at our tunnel, the end doesn't even load in. This really is a purgatorial nightmare that we've created. It just goes to show just how creepy Minecraft just naturally is, doesn't it? Like, this is something that, even removed from Herobrine, everyone experiences on all of their worlds, especially now that these experiences can almost be considered nostalgic. I mean, when did this game first become available publicly? Like 13, 14 years ago? That's crazy. There's kids playing this game now that weren't even born yet when it came out. It feels like just yesterday I started playing this after I was recommended it in high school. I mean, that's the thing. This game is so much a part of our lives at this point, a part of culture. I almost can't imagine a world without it. I see you. Wait, you were below bedrock. He's able to spawn below bedrock. Dude's in the back rooms. Okay, no. I hear you. Well, we've got you now. We got the achievement anyway. And we actually found something. I was not expecting that. And there we are. I'm gonna take it, screw you. Well, you know what? It's stacked with the other one that we took out of Liberty and Percy's bed, but we got what we came here for. We got the mining achievements, and we found the ghost torch. Oh, that is so cool. You made it so that there's actually something going on back there. Yeah, Bandit, like, I know you're warning me, and that's cool, and that's your only job, but, like, do you think you could also maybe try, like, biting or something? Except for the sort of implied communication between the kids and Herobrine. Well, you're actually the only NPC in the world to actually acknowledge that he's here, so... Well, I guess we're kind of closer than we think in that way. Oh, wow, you nodded? Not only are you a teleporting dog, you're a talking dog. And you just don't want to let the world know, huh? Yeah, I've seen 90s movies. Hamlet still missing in action. Okay, so I've just seen you through there. Meaning that when I try to climb this, very likely... Yep, it'll do the thing. It'll certainly do the thing. Perhaps I can not play your game? Perhaps I can join you, yes, and not try to hit you. And in that event, we won't get that screen where you attack us. I don't know if that's just like the new jump scare screen or what, but look, there are patterns. We run down these stairs. I really do feel like Sarah Winchester now. Run down these stairs and oh no, sometimes you're in the doorway across the hall. If we come up here, go this way, turn around, will we find you? There we will, but we look away. Instead of allowing you to jump scare us, we look away. And turn back around and you're gone. Instead, leaving a sign. You can't escape this nightmare. You know, when we find you out there at the end of that peak, looking off into the sunset over the ocean, you seem almost mournful, don't you? Like you're looking out longingly. I wonder if that means something, but I don't have the first idea how to investigate. Yep. You just live with us now, don't you? That's just the way it's gonna be. Oh, look at this sunset over Arkham. And maybe sleeping here will cause some sort of nightmare to happen? Also, I don't know why. I bought a pufferfish from a trader that was over in... Nope, that's my place to sleep. I bought a pufferfish from a trader over in Innsmouth. Well, I'm gonna have to take the achievement's word for the fact that nothing came to us in the night. This really is the road less traveled, but King's Peak might be kind of interesting to see. Anything we've left here? Nothing much of use. It will be good to have some... I just see something there. It would be good to have some wood on us. Hey guys, I know I disappear for months at a time, but believe me, every time I come here, there will be something far, far worse than you can imagine in tow. What happens if I try to enter this cell? Nothing. They're not pulling some shenanigans where you've just been made invisible, but you're still here. You really are gone. You disappeared, you came back, and you disappeared again. You're really gonna do this to me again? Oh, you're good. This is not the same thing as before. This is not the same as before. Oh, look, it's like the sky just disappeared. Like it's using bits and pieces of my house, but like different and constantly looping in on itself in different and like deranged ways. We found our way back to the Bone Throne. And Nightmare World or no, this is where I sit. There's Skulk over there. Okay, there's a rhyme and a reason to this. There is. It can be understood. The moment I walked through and I felt that hitch, and worst of all, I heard the girls stop giggling. This is... You guys need to understand... This is so much worse than anything any horror game can pull off. Because this is so... I can see you through there. Because this is so deeply personal. And I don't see you anymore. Can I just head back down? I can. I could. I should. Where else can I go? There's no entrance to the library, but I wanna get through this. It's a blank redstone torch. Do I have my flint and steel? Doesn't work. You built a containment unit of your own. And now I'm the rat in the maze. We're no longer in anything that I even remotely recognize as mine. Look, the ceiling just goes up infinitely. That room resembles Hamlet's cage. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make that jump. I can't even place anything. No! Well, I did it. Which way do I go? It's a part of my sculpt tower. But it goes right up to the ceiling. I'm actually shaking a little bit. I'm actually... I didn't know there was an extinguished form of these blocks. I really didn't. And that whooshing, that like staticky sound is building. Oh no, you're gonna make me crawl. Crawl, crawl, crawl. I feel like we're reaching some sort of conclusion though. Something's gotta give here. Like either you're gonna tell me or you're not. But I want to know, honestly, after all this time, we are brothers. You can't say that we're not. That's the thing. I've actually come to see you almost as much as, like, a part of me as an antagonist. Through all this time, especially in this version. The further I go, the more I feel like these walls are closing in on me. Like it just feels tighter and tighter. The static is like when a fly buzzes past your ear and it just sends a jolt down your spine. But it's consistent. And the deep dark reclaims. Something's happening to my vision. Something's overtaking me as I go further, and I can't run. I can no longer run. This is as fast as I can go. It's just a cave. No, not just any cave.
Hello, librarian. Welcome back to Minecraft from the fog. In this episode, we're going to watch as you drive yourself crazy. That's right. You're going mad. How long has it been since the shipwreck? The one you convinced yourself was an accident? How much longer will it be? You talking to yourself, communicating with no one? The self-proclaimed wraith of the wreck, losing it at last. Almost a year of surrounding yourself with spirits and bones, and building skies and towers out of souls. Did you really think you weren't alone?
Maybe it's time you were alone.
No! No, 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 you don't! I swear to God, if you actually did something.
Mind. You did this. That's right. Keep walking. Keep searching for the way out. There isn't one. No one's coming to save you. There's no one left. No one but you. There's nothing left to go back to. Just a beached ship and an empty house. You can't even call this maze of rooms a house. It's a prison. And you built it. This is all your fault. You can never go back now. You can never wake up.
It's the antithesis of the Minecraft credits. I swear to God, if you actually did something, I will restore from backup. I will lose everything we've done in this part just to go back. I will do it. You may have power over this world now. I may have given it to you, but I have power over my end as well. You actually... This is brilliant. You not only reversed the Minecraft meta, but you reversed the YouTube meta as well. This could not possibly have been more directed straight to the heart. I know where we are. I remember this place. We're on board the very ship that stranded us here. It was always you.
Remember.
And you were always me. That's the other skin. You forgive me. I don't even know what else to say. I have never had a narrative experience touch me this closely before. And it's because it's, in part, my narrative experience. I mean, it was formed by me, partly, yes, but it all happened dynamically. But look, it's not just me. In spite of what it says, it's not just me. It's you, it's the viewers who have helped shape this. It's certainly the folks over at Lunar Eclipse who have crafted this amazing piece of software. This is unbelievable. This is everything that Minecraft is about all at once, and yet at the same time, the exact opposite. And all of it just comes into place. We're free. And I love that reversal, how in the end, look, the whole premise of From the Fog is that it's the fear that you're not alone when you're playing Minecraft, and in the end, the scariest thing of all, the worst thing that it could possibly do to us, is to reveal that we actually were alone all along. Okay, but we've yet to find out what kind of ending this is. We have to go see. We have to go find out for ourselves. But I don't... Hang on, wait. It's been so long since I've been over here, I don't recognize my own way back. I need to follow the coast. There's still that pit in my stomach, wondering what I'm going to find when we get back. There it is, loading in. I don't see Patience, though. Patience... Liberty, Percy, Justice. Everything is totally quiet. I do not like this one bit. Lunar Eclipse, please don't break my world. They're not here. They are! Ah, Percy, you're here! Oh my god, I wish I could hug you. I wish this was... VR. Then again, maybe not. Liberty, you too. You guys don't know what just happened, but believe me, I am so happy to see you. What about everyone else? First of all, where did Patience go? Well, we really haven't been left alone at all. No, we haven't. But I like to think that in the end, maybe I did help you. Bandit, here you go. You've just joined us, but I love you too. Justice? Justice, are you here? There you are. Come on, give me a little fishy smooch. Yeah, Justice never was one for that, but I guess you can see how excited I am. No, come on, Bandit. I know we got you as a guard dog, but you're free now. You don't have to worry about this anymore. Herobrine's a friend. Well, maybe not quite a friend, but something very much approaching that. Patience, where did you end up, though? Oh, you hid over there in the bushes just to scare me? All right, here. Just imagine I'm patting you. Oh, look, the gang's all here. You all showed up. All of you. Come on, right here, Justice. I know you like spending time here with everyone else. Look, Patience is happily dancing away. That was our darkest hour, but in the end, it's our brightest moment. You even left one more message. Wake up. And while that used to be an ominous message, now we realize it's the ideal. It's what this is all about. We've actually ended up creating a family out of all of this, and, well, I guess you're all part of it. I actually was advised that there were credits, and it's only now that I realize I never tried looking inside the ship itself. I don't see anything here. But... oh, wait. Whoa, wait, I think this is one of those barrels. I didn't even notice this. This is right where I spawned in. This is our real ending. Thanks for playing From the Fog. Music disc, Herobrine's Lullaby. Well, let's put him to sleep. Come on, guys. I want you all to be here for this moment. And there's still one person left to save, as one of my favorite games said. Right here beside the fountain seems like a good spot to do it. Darwin, you listening? All right. Let's do it. Oh, look. absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's just so clear that this whole mod is such a labor of love. And a love letter to, the game, the players, the feelings, the mutual experiences, and all the stories that have come out of it. Guys, I am but 1% of this whole picture, and I cannot thank you enough for this. And I really, really am flattered to be included in this. Bandit, you're a late arrival, but you're as much a part of it as anyone now. And that song, it's creepy, it's sinister, and at the same time, it's full of that same sort of childlike comfort that has always defined this game. It almost seems like a corruption of the regular soundtrack, and yet it's also fitting. I am so grateful to all of you for watching this and for making this all that it's become. And to Brett and Nox and everyone over at the Lunar Eclipse team for making this. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I am so touched by this. It's unreal. You can get your hands on this world now, in fact. I will be placing this world at the download in the link in the description. Although you'll have to install from the fog yourself because the version I played in this video is not yet publicly available. And as the sun sets, always to rise again. If you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this mod out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Hi, Herobrine! You should stop in later, we're having lunch. And I just want to take this extra moment to wish all of you a Happy New Year. Like I said, I can't believe all of this has happened in less than a year. It almost feels like an entire lifetime. But from... Justice, are you eating my lily pads? Or is Liberty stealing them? I don't know, but from all of us here on this world, from all the folks in the village who I promise to be better towards, as of this point forward, they are all officially free. But from Liberty and Percy and Justice and Patience and Bandit and Darwin and everyone, Happy New Year. Also, I have one question for the Lunar Eclipse team here. I noticed in that last nightmare world at the end, you had like a changed version of Liberty and Percy's bed. Did that last episode come out a couple weeks ago and you guys, like, while actively developing this, were like, dang it? You know, from up here, that house looks kind of like an Among Us crew member, doesn't it?